We're here in Clonoulty School on the 14th of May 2013, and we have Theresa Coughlan. We know you as Tessie.
That's right.
And I have her great granddaughter Megan, who is now in 4th class in the school here. Megan, what's your great granny like?
She's funny, she makes good bread and she makes good buns.
Good buns. She's a good cook, is she?
Yeah.
Is she good fun?
Yeah.
What is the thing that you like most about her?
The most thing I like about my nana is she's funny, she watches like the shows I like Jeremy Kyle.
Jeremy Kyle. Yeah.
And she's a right kick.
She's a right kick, is she?
She makes nice tea and she go for a walk and everything.
Okay, Megan, you can go off now. Thanks a minute, Megan. That's great.
See you, Nana.
Bye, Nana. Bye, Megan.
Okay. As a young child, what was growing up like?
As a young child with a lovely life. I used to look after, we had cows and things at home, and we was going in the, when they'd be drawing hay, we'd be sitting up on the floats, and we'd have great fun. And I would go around and up in the wines of hay, and they'd be out in the fields.
The wines of hay, you used to call them?
We call them wines that time.
We call them pikes. Is it pikes we call them?
We never call them pikes,
Okay.
wines.
Wines of hay. So you were on the float?
And we used to be on the float, and we'd be all up on the float, going from one field to another, and we had a great time.
Okay.
And we used to take hay in our backs up to the cows and other fields, you know.
So you're from a farm? You were from a farm, yeah? What games did you play, Theresa?
Played rounders, so it was a very big thing. And we play pitch and put.
Pitch and...
Where they have money on the ground.
Oh, pitch and toss?
Yeah, pitch and toss.
Okay, did you make money out of pitch and toss?
Yes, we used, and go to all the hurling matches, of course.
Okay.
Cycled 11 miles to hurling matches, out to Carricklish, up to Croom, and the day all over to hurling matches.
Okay.
Big time hurling matches.
So the hurling was in you from a very, very early age?
That's right. And we walked 3 miles to school every day.
3 miles to school?
No matter how bad the weather, we walked.
What was school like?
School was lovely because we had loads of games, jumping over walls, and we'd be up climbing trees, big time climbing trees, and we'd be getting the apples, on the road home from school, and we'd have, by the time we get home, we wouldn't eat no dinner. We had so much apples eaten because the branches of trees were out over the walls.
Oh, you didn't pick the apples?
You only had to put your hand up. The apples would hit you in the face,
Lovely.
It was gorgeous.
Right.
We had a great time.
And do you remember school itself?
Yes, I
was
do.
And do you remember it? Was that a nice time in
yes,
school?
Lovely, it was lovely. In
okay.
School,
Teachers, were they nice?
Lovely teachers we had, yeah. But we used to have to light the fire.
Light the fire. Okay.
And we'd have to gather kittens to light the fire.
So did you bring the kittens to school with you?
Well, yes, they were around the school. We just go out in the evenings and pick up the kittens,
Are schools much different now?
Oh, they're completely different now, yeah. Because number one, they had central heating, and they had nothing to do like that. No, they very time.
Yeah.
And they had buses to take them to school, and they had a great time. But when we were going to school, we had nothing like that.
Okay.
We had to walk.
Where did you meet your husband, Peggy?
Oh, where did I meet my husband, Peggy? That was quite easy, because his brother was married to my sister.
Okay. So.
And Peggy had come to visit. I had no interest in him because I knew him at a young age. I was only going to school and I knew him.
Okay, you knew him from a young age?
Yes, and he'd be coming up to the hurling matches, always for the hurling matches. And just took a liking. Well, he'd take me to dances. And it developed from there.
Okay. All right.
And my mother had a great time for him because he'd no mother of his own.
Okay.
And my mother was all about him.
Your mum was mad about him?
She was. My mother was more for him than what I was.
Okay. But you became mad about him?
Yeah.
How many children have you had?
I had 10.
10 children. Break that up. How many boys?
6 girls.
6 girls and 4 boys. What kind of food did you eat when you were younger?
Well, plain simple food. Bacon and cabbage and roast beef and rabbits, big time. And those days the rabbits were big time. With everywhere.
Yeah.
And you kill our own hens and ducks and all that sort of geese.
Geese.
Turkeys. We all had all them things always.
When
And
you,
pigs.
pigs.
And my mother used to make puddings. And we used to have great sport filling the puddings.
Okay. Was that a big day when the pig was killed?
Big day.
What was your job as a young person when the pig was killed?
Well, we'd have to bring over the buckets and get them ready for I hold them under when the pig being killed, they get the blood.
Yes. What was the blood used for?
For making the puddings.
Okay. What was mixed in with the blood?
Oatmeal.
Okay. And was it the pig guts were used for the casing for the pudding?
They were for the sausage.
Yes.
They were, yeah.
Okay. Do you remember, did you have to fill the...
I would have put them into a big pot and boil them, the puddings, and they'd be gorgeous puddings.
Okay. How was the meat preserved?
Salt.
Salt water.
And they put up on the chimneys.
Do you remember any very good storytellers back in your youth, or a person that told lots of stories?
Well, my mother was a fighter, she put a shawl around her, a sheet around her, and she'd go out all around the place to frighten us,
Frighten you?
Yeah, and she'd be going all around, and we wouldn't know what was going on this way. Yeah, and then they was put cow down up in chimneys, up in the top of piers, and people would be getting married. Whether it was for good luck or bad luck, we don't know, but they done it.
Okay, so cow dung was put on piers for good luck or bad luck?
Yeah.
And you remember her doing that? You remember doing that?
I remember people doing it.
Okay.
And they'd put eggs into the middle of the potatoes in the field.
Okay. And what do you think the purpose of that was?
That was for bad luck.
Bad luck.
Mm-hmm.
And if you went out into your potato field and found eggs, what did that mean?
Then you would have no crop.
Okay.
Yeah.
Right.
So that's serious.
Okay.
Yeah.
Any other stories? Do you remember any pishog stories or anything like that?
That was the one. There were two pishogs.
Yeah, there were two pishog stories.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. What about music? I know music is a big part of your life, and Megan has a lovely voice here, and the other lads that came here, they're great singers and
All
stuff.
we played music.
Okay, what kind of music did they play?
Accordions and flutes, big time. Not guitars now in those days. It was all accordions.
You remember the names of any of them? Were they folk songs, Irish? Were they folk songs?
Well, Northern Ball was one of them, and they would sing Crappy Boy
Crappy Boy.
and Streets of New York, and I liked him like that.
Yes.
Yeah.
And used to play music in your house? Was it like...
My mother could play anything.
Right.
Anything she could play. All my brothers played. Every one of my brothers played.
Okay. So, did you have good sessions in your house?
Yeah, we would have, yeah. And all my uncles played.
Okay. You have been a long-time member of the choir here in Clonoulty.
We started.
Yes?
Yes, but I don't know how many years ago that is.
You're in it a long time?
Yeah, started
Okay.
it, yeah. There was no choir when I came here.
Okay.
It was broke up.
It was broken up. So you took part in the choir for many,
Did
many
Mary
years.
Carney and myself.
Mary Carney, who was the local teacher.
Mick Ryan. Mick, do you remember Mick?
Mick Ryan.
Yes, right.
Yes.
And after that then it developed.
It developed. Do you remember the war, growing up in the war, or
The
Second
Black and
World War?
Tans.
The Black and Tans. Talk about the Black and Tans.
Well, I remember the bicycles and they coming to the door even to my mother when she was expecting me.
Right.
She always that had blown her to bits only for she was expecting a child.
Did your mother tell you that?
Yes, she did.
That the Black and
and
Tans-
I was the one she was expecting at the time.
Wow. Why would they have threatened her?
Oh, they were that vicious side, I presume.
Okay. And was your mother, did they think your mother was guilty of something, or were they searching the house?
But they
or?
were, yes. My father was in a blue shirt. He was joining that crowd,
Right.
and when he died, there was supposed to be firing shots over the way, but my mother wouldn't allow it.
Okay, so your father, when he died, was entitled to a ceremony, military burial, but your mother wouldn't let it.
No.
Why wouldn't she have left it?
No, she wouldn't allow it.
Yeah. Okay. Any local traditions? I know you spoke about the cow dung and the pier. Anything else like that to keep away fairies or anything else like that?
Holy water always the 1st of May. I had to be sprinkled on top of cows or cattle or whatever you'd have. Everything in yourself, you wouldn't go outside the door without sprinkling holy water 1st day of May.
Okay.
Yeah.
Tessie, 2 final questions. Looking back in your life, what has been the hardest part?
leaving Limerick and coming down to Tipperary.
And
After that, everything was great.
okay, and looking back in your life, what was the best part of your life that you remember back now?
Oh, the best part of my life, going to all the dances.
You like going dancing?
Far and near, all over the globe. Everything under the rising sun, I danced.
Did you was it like the hops at the crossroads or what?
Big time,
Where were they?
a deer.
A dare. Were they around here? Were there hops or crossroads dances?
I don't remember around here now.
Right.
But in Limerick, up in the deer, we had a platform.
A platform, yes?
Oh, I forgot to tell you about that. We used to go on the ring.
Oh, in the round. Tell us about
Big time
that.
in the ring.
Yeah?
Oh, very big time. We'd had no interest in Christmas. It was around it. St. Stephen's Estate.
Okay.
The ring.
What did
We dressed
she
up
say?
as men. We dressed up as men.
You dressed up as men?
Yeah.
Okay.
And we had music playing, and my brothers would be playing. And there'd be a lot of us in it now. And they'd go dancing with women around the house.
Okay.
You know?
And what would you get for hunting the ram? Would you get money or would you
We
get
would
sweets?
get money, and corn cake.
A corn cake.
But the only thing we were afraid of, we'd meet the boys, the big boys coming, and they'd take the money off us.
Okay. Did that happen in the past?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Okay, that's it. I'm finished. Thank you very much. Is there anything else you want to add? Is there any other memory back along in your
Oh,
life?
there's lots of memories like
Like what?
what else now? I used to be laying out people when they'd be dating with my mother.
Okay.
Okay? And there was another woman with us as well. And she'd quenched the candles, because that time it was only all candles.
Right.
Even I had to do my whole exercise with the candle.
Okay.
And it was burning my hair.
It burnt your hair, did it?
Yeah, it was,
Yeah.
down the table.
So how did it fall to your mother to do that job, to lay out
My
people?
mother was a brilliant woman, absolutely.
Okay.
She was better than a nurse.
And what would you have to do to lay out a person?
You know, that time they would have fancy rooms, and they would put a white sheet around the beds into the bed to make them respectable.
Yes.
And they'd have put a black band inside the beds, you know. But my mother was across the patient doing that. And the woman that was with us would quench the candle
Okay.
and go out and close the door, and my mother couldn't move over the patient. It was after dying. The fish is sitting on top of the person.
Okay, so your mother would have to...
And I'd be helping her.
Okay, in the dark?
Yeah.
Wow. Okay.
But
As a young...
you'd be afraid of our life that
Yeah.
time. And then when people, you know, when babies were born, my mother had to go and bring them to be with them, with the woman on the birth. Because if she wasn't with her before the nurse would come, the child would die. And my mother could go to the cart and bring into the world safe and sound, and everything was done when the nurse would arrive. That time they'd have to go on a horse and car, or a trap and a horse, or the nurse.
Okay.
And we always thought the babies were got inside in that case she'd bring.
Okay, so the baby came in the case that she
The
bring.
baby came in
Yeah,
the case. So,
yeah.
and they was telling us then we weren't born until we were got on the road, the tinkers lost us.
Oh.
And we believed that.
You were got on the road and the tinkers lost you.
That's right. And then we believe all that.
Wow.
I'll tell you now.
Okay.
We were so innocent
Yeah.
in a way.
Yeah. Do you remember life in Ireland during the World War, the Second World War?
Yeah, Ireland, yes.
Do you remember things being scarce and
Oh, big time. There was no tea.
no tea?
I wish you'd have to pay a pound for a tea.
Pound a pound. Well,
We stored coffee with drink in those
Right,
days.
right.
Yeah. Mhm.
okay. Any other memory before we finish up?
Oh, sure, lots of things.
Yeah.
I could keep you here all day,
Yeah.
tell you stories.
Well,
We used to go into graveyards, and you know, that time, it where there were balls, and they'd be stone, and you'd have to roll back the stone. And there'd be, we'd say, be a funeral that day, and they'd have it opened, and we'd go in to see what there was like inside it, in the graveyards.
Okay. Was that frightening?
No, I wasn't afraid of that.
Okay. How many were in your family?
Uh,
How many brothers and
12.
sisters had you?
And there was 12, but 2 died.
12, 2 died. Okay. Okay. All right.
And then I buried a brother, 21.
I buried brother 21. Oh my God. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Our great sport. If we see lines of clothes, we think we could go over and take the lines of clothes, you know what I mean, and bring them to our mother. We thought that was a great thing.
So you rob them?
And asbestos lighting, we used to go back and put them up exactly as we got it.
Okay.
We could see nothing wrong with that.
Yeah.
We did a show.
Your mother sounds like an amazing woman.
Oh, she was brilliant. But when we used to go to town, well, I'll tell you about this one, every Saturday. And where houses, you often hear that the houses there, they were a kind of, they were away like in college and all that, they'd be home every weekend.
Okay.
That's what they were.
Well-to-do people.
Actors, and they were acting.
Oh, Richard Harris. Would it be Richard Harris?
Yeah, those houses.
Right.
But they'd be waiting for my mother to come every Saturday to play the tin whistle.
Oh, your mother used to come to play for them?
Yeah.
Okay. Okay.
They would sell flour, they had a big shop, they would sell flour and bread and butter and all the food stuff for cattle and cows and flour, you know, bread and all that.
Overall, would you say you've had a happy life so far?
A lovely life, a beautiful life.
Is religion important for you?
Desperate, he was.
Yeah, very important. Okay, well I want to say thank you very much for doing this. It's great to have you.
Well, I don't know if it will sound terrible.
It will sound perfect. It's perfect. And you give great answers, Stacey. Thank you very much.
I could keep telling you stories all day.
Okay,
Keep
but it's-
flowing to me like
Yeah.